Have you only just arrived, or is this you returning? I can't always keep the cogs and pistons in line. Ah, I remember. The components for the tonal inverter. Were you able to acquire them? Impressive. I thought I'd never see you again. That's what usually happens when I employ hirelings to acquire rare and exotic items from dangerous locations. One tonal inverter coming up. Connect this, tighten. Phew! Got it right the first time. No explosions. Yet. Go ahead. You can take it. I'm sure it's stable. Mostly sure. Phew! Got it right the first time. Do you like it, my latest creation? I call it the tonal inverter. Did I mention that already? No matter. It should counteract Sotha Seal's modified staff. Of course you don't. I just invented it. Honestly. You won't use it anyway, not if you plan to fight the one who wields Sotha Seal's staff. Almost impossible to operate. The Sunara? The Blessed Staff? I suppose the name fits. Sort of. You'll need someone to assist you. Someone you trust. Easy as scrib jelly pie. One person operates the controls to generate the sound waves. When it reaches the proper pitch, you activate the inverter and discharge it.
Your presence defiles this city, Ashlander. How dare you demand to see our god?
I'm here to help. If you won't listen to me, listen to the Outlander.
Thank the three. The Outlander has returned. Was Barrowzal able to help us? Pay no attention to this Ashlander. She's been blathering on about Lord Vivec's condition and how she can help, but I'm certain it's a trick of some sort. I was just about to have her thrown out of the city, or possibly tossed to the slaughterfish. I know who she is. I still don't trust her, and I refuse to let her anywhere near Lord Vivec. Who knows what an Ashlander would do while the warrior poet is in such a fragile state? A tonal what now? Well, since I can't go with you, but with Lord Vivec requiring my undivided attention, I suppose we'll have to let the Ashlander assist you. Very well. Take her and defeat Chodala, then bring me a stop.
If that old idiot is what passes for a tribunal leader, it's no wonder the houses are in such disarray. No time to dwell on that, though. I found my brother, and it's worse than I feared. Chodala and his most loyal followers have taken refuge in a ruin called Kaushtarari. It's an ancient shrine devoted to the Daedric Prince Malakath. I think my brother plans to ask the God of Curses to help him. It will allow us to stop Chodala? Then of course I'll help you. Since the Tribunal's dogs took my weapons, I'll need to replace them. Meet me at the ruins when you're ready. Here we are, on the Furious One's bloody doorstep, preparing to enter a Daedric ruin to try to stop my brother's march toward power. I hope that device you mentioned really can counter the invulnerability granted by the staff, Sunara. Well, that's larger than I expected, but it looks simple enough to operate. I suppose it's better that I work the device. I'm not sure I'm capable of attacking Chodala. I'll help you counter the effects of Sunara. Maybe once we neutralize it, Chodala will listen to reason. I know that's probably just wishful thinking. I'll settle for finding out who tempted Chodala with that damn staff. Go ahead. Ask your questions. Then head into the ruins. I'll be right behind you. The tribes rejected him. Azura set her face against him. Now Chodala's seeking aid wherever he can find it. That makes him more desperate than I imagined, and more dangerous. Malakath's an evil god, the Daedric prince of curses and broken promises. Perhaps that's why Chodala has sought him out. The prophecy of the... Perhaps, but I don't think so. The Oathbreaker prefers a more direct approach. He isn't one to hide behind convoluted schemes and plots. Still, if Malakath agrees to support my brother, we'll have... It's true, I have no love of the Tribunal. I also have no stomach for a war between my people and the Great Houses. Too much blood would be spilled to no good end.
Go around!
To the side! Move to play!
My patience now is at its end. Your flesh, your heart, your soul I'll rend.
Tell me you're here about my request. I can't afford to waste another minute. About time! I was almost starting to think no one would come. A Nereid caused one of our ships to run aground. I need you to recover what you can and dispose of the creature before it can cause any more damage, namely, to my career. Apparently, it sang a little song and all of my well-respected sailors just went belly up and ran the ship ashore. From what I can gather, this isn't the first time it's happened either. Sailors, pirates, oh, it has quite the little collection. Whoever doesn't drown ends up under its spell, including some of my own workers. We made several, you go out into the world with big dreams, like being successful and worldly and ridiculously wealthy, and then your first big shipment is destroyed by a singing nereid, and you really start to question things.
Chodala, he's gone mad. Sought to make a deal with a Daedric prince. Chodala appealed to Malakath, but the god of curses rebuked him. Killed us all. Said Chodala already served another. He went deeper into the ruins, into Malakath's.
Chodala, brother, stop this madness!
You bring this outlander to kill me, sister? You can't harm me! I have a powerful patron on my side!
The staff protects him. You can't hurt him until we use the tonal inverter. I need a moment to get this working.
What is that? No matter. You are no longer worth my time.
Scarfin! They serve the Prince of Bargains. Keep them busy while I finish this. The tonal inverter is ready. Stand in the field and focus the wave.
My protective shield! What have you done? I'll destroy all of you for this!
Azura, we've dealt with the false Nerevarine, just as you commanded. That was harder than I expected. Chodala was so angry, so full of rage. I know that! It was either Chodala or the lives of hundreds of Dunmer. All because he convinced himself he was the Nerevarine. Take Sunara and I'll meet you back in Vivec City. Your archcanon made it quite clear that the staff was the key to saving Vivec. I need to take care of my brother's remains. You should gather up Sunara and return to them.
Oh, this is terrible. Lord Vivec collapsed. Tell me, Outlander, were you able to defeat Chodola? Have you brought me a staff? And just in time. According to my calculations, with every use of Sunara, Chodola drained more energy from Lord Vivec. It almost killed him. We can use this staff to save Vivec. Just play.
It's working just as I expected.
What are you doing? It's killing him!
What did you expect? That's the point of all this, after all.
I've powered up the tonal inverter. Activate the wave!
You're too late. I see it now, the Clockwork City. Look at what Barbas found for you, Master.
I knew something was wrong as soon as I approached the palace. I could feel it in my bones. I was on my way here when Azura showed me a vision. I saw Sunara killing Vivec. Even without Chodola, that damn staff is dangerous. I don't think that thing was ever the Archcanon. It called itself Barbas. As an Ashlander, I'm more familiar with Daedric lore than most of the elves of the Great Houses. Beyond that, I've made a study of the most prominent... Because Barbas is a loyal servant of the Daedric Prince, Clavicus Vile. I'm not an expert on the Prince of Bargains, but it seems to me that this was all part of some grand plan.
Azura's champion is correct. That was Barbas, faithful hound of Clavicus Vile, a shapeshifter. That was simply a consequence. He needed tribunal energy to locate the Clockwork City. I was the easiest target. If Barbas enters Sotha Seal's city, disaster will follow. I appreciate your help, but I must conserve what remains of my energy. Maintain concentration.
What happened here? Where? Oh, by the three, Lord Vivec looks terrible. Where's Archcanon Tarvas? He always seems to know what to do in situations like this. Barbas? The Daedric Hound? Wait, I don't understand any of this. But if Lord Vivec's energy has been depleted, then the moonlit... If only there was a way to give Lord Vivec some energy... Wait! That's it! A blessing stone! Find the Overseer and retrieve another stone from the construction site. I expect the Overseer's near the unfinished cantons, watching out for looters. When people panic, they're capable of anything. And with all the chaos going on outside, the Overseer closed the... A few moments ago, Red Mountain erupted and the moonlit above the city dropped dangerously low in the sky. I assume that was when Lord Vivec's energy was depleted. If we don't find a way to restore some of his power, and soon, I'm not sure. But our first priority must be to restore some of the Lord Vivec's energy. After that, he can tell us what we need to do next. Did Barbas give any... Sotha Seal's private domain? It said that the place holds the secret to remaking Nirn. I suppose that would interest Barbas and his master, Clavicus Vile. But Clockwork City... Someone has to take care of Lord Vivec. I'll make the preparations necessary to return the power and the Blessing Stone to him. I'm really operating above my station here.
Tao! It's moving!
Lord Vivec, save us!
My wife decides to run out and chase some damned looters in the middle of a disaster. Who does that sort of thing? You'd think Lord Vivec's overseer would have a clearer head. She ran into the unfinished cantons. She's been beating herself up over the fact that they're behind schedule, but she won't do anyone any good if she gets herself killed. My wife's tough as nails, but
We barely got out of there alive. I can't believe the Overseer's still in there. What's she going to do when the Yes, the Overseer ran in there when she saw the looters. We tried to follow, but then the moonlit began raining fire, ash. Greed is a powerful motivator. We left tools and materials just sitting around, unprotected, when the priests ordered everyone to get off the street.
No one steals from Lord Vivec! Another looter! You want a taste of my steel, too? No, wait. I remember you. You borrowed one of our blessing stones. Well, the Archcanon returned it after Lord Vivec was finished with it, so no need to fret about that. That's impossible! We installed the blessing stone back in its canton and finished construction on that section a short time ago. Wait a moment. Does this have something to do with the chunk? I suppose you're in luck, then. We happen to have another blessing stone. It's at the third canton. Here. This key will open the door to that portion of the construction site. Just watch out for more loot. Verona? Was she still angry with me? No, you don't have to answer that. I know my wife. I'll head back and let her know I'm all right. Tell Lord Vivec he can have our blessing stone, as long as he promises to...
You've returned. It sounds like the city is falling apart out there, so there isn't much time. Were you able to get another blessing stone? We need to restore some of Lord Vivec's energy before the moonlit falls out of the sky. Perfect. Oh, I can feel Lord Vivec's essence inside it. I hope I remember. Hang on, Lord Vivec.
Sweet energy, like a sip of water for a thirsty man. Boost of energy from a blessing stone. How ingenious. The danger hasn't passed, but you've bought us a little boost of energy.
Oh, thank the three. Lord Vivec looks better already. Of course, the blessing stone is only a temporary measure. We still need to... As Lord Vivec has written, the bravest heart never falters. You are truly Vivec's champion. I didn't know if the blessing stone was going to work, but I appreciate your help. Now go and talk to Lord Vivec. I'm sure he has a plan to share with us.
Outlander, my time grows short. Clarity emerges, like sunlight breaking through the clouds. Barbas must have replaced the Archcanon weeks ago. All to set the wheels in motion to steal my divine energy. Every move has a purpose. Stealing my energy sowed discord and disaster throughout the land, and ultimately revealed the location. Clavicus Vile distracted me, weakened me, all to locate the Clockwork City. Perhaps we require a Daedra to fight a Daedra.
Outlander, over here. I've been trying to find something that makes sense of all.
Mortal, the Lady of Twilight has words for you. So Vivec deigns to ask for help? I foresaw such an event, but scarcely believed it. Listen well, for if you continue to perform flawlessly, just as I anticipated, the mysteries reveal that Barbas seeks to enter the Clockwork City. So far, such knowledge has been hidden even from me, mortal. But I know someone who can provide you.
Interesting. That shouldn't have happened. Now, where in oblivion am I?
Mage, this mortal speaks with the authority of the Mother's soul.
Interesting. Summoned by a Daedric prince and her mortal mouthpiece. I was right in the middle of a crucial experiment. But I suppose I can spare a few clicks of the cogs for Azura and my erstwhile assistant. So, did you break the tonal inverter? No, not going to happen. No offense to the Lady of Twilight, but Sotha Seal was quite adamant about keeping the place hidden and warded against the Daedra. Wait. Pistons fall into place. Barbas, another Daedra. Thinking. So Sotha Seal's forgotten tools modified to steal Vivec's energy, which in turn energized the Clockwork City. What is Barbas after? Wait. Gears click into place. The reservoir! You need to... You'll need my help. I know the city almost as well as Sotha Seal. Follow me. I think the Hound used Sonora to get inside. We have to hurry. Daedra! Vile creatures of chaos! Deal with them, please. Assistant, wait. Those Skaffen have agitated one of the Guardians. Look at those factotum. Remarkable creations. That one over there, for example. It's rallied in the Clockwork City's on alert now, thanks to Barbas. If you aren't a factotum, the Guardian will try and kill you. You aren't a factotum, I'm sure that's not correct. As I've stated, I'm not a combat mage. I'm just getting your way. Besides, amazing, isn't it? Such intricate work on something so small. Well, are you ready to go? Precisely. Oh, I see your concern. Forgot you haven't been here before. Use the entrance and you'll shrink down and get drawn inside. I understand that some of Sotha Seal's first entry methods had unintended effects. But where else would you put it? Besides, once we get inside, it's much bigger than it looks. My former master said that working in the shrinking over here! Don't let the Hound see you! Vivec's energy. It flows through Sunara. That's how Barbas is able to circumvent the city's defenses. Why is he waiting over there? Yes, thanks to Sotha Seal's magic. My former master is exceedingly brilliant. I thought you already knew that. Anyway, there's no way we'd fit in here. Always a chance. Just depends upon the way the gears align. But I don't think he can spare too much to use against me.
Oh, my favorite dupe has finally arrived!
You can talk to the Daedric dog if you want, then follow me into the main junction. That should take out the defenses. At least, I disabled most of the defenses in this section, but Sotha Seal installed numerous safeguards. I advise caution just in case. Barbath, with my help, the probability calculates in your favor. But you must keep moving. The Hound won't dawdle. Unless he comes upon only one logical place. To the atelier where Sotha Seal conducted his study of divine energy. Sunara would have sent the stolen power there. Most of them. Might be a random contraption or a wandering factotum still out there. And if Barbath smuggles in more Daedra, other defenses will become active. Should take out the defenses. At least, I disabled most of the defenses in this section, but Sotha Seal installed numerous safeguards. I advise caution just in case. Barbath, with my help, the probability calculates in your favor. But you must keep moving. The Hound won't dawdle. Unless he comes upon only one logical place. To the atelier where Sotha Seal conducted his study of divine energy. Sunara would have sent the stolen power there. Most of them. Might be a random contraption or a wandering factotum still out there. And if Barbath smuggles in more Daedra, other defenses will become active.
Too bad you'll never get past the gate while the factotum's protected.
The Hound is right. Disable the factotums and the gate couplings, and always repair them later.
All done. Must run. No one ever catches the Hound.
You can use these controls. Follow Barbath.
You are persistent, I'll give you that. Looks like you need more scoffing.
Daedric tricks. No matter. There's another path back the other way.
What's your head?
Look, Master! Vivec's toy found a way through just like you said! But Barbas has Sunara! What does Vivec's toy have?
Vivec's toy ha- When you're finished with those fabricants, follow me. Beautiful, isn't it? One of Sotha Seal's favorite atelier. I think Barbas is already inside. That's the atelier behind me. Not only is this the workshop where Sotha Seal experimented with divine energy, it also houses one of the almost certainly. Sunara led him right to it. It won't take the Hound long to figure out how to access Vivec's stone. Maybe. Probably. It's a distinct possibility. Certainly the Hound and his master think so. As I said, the atelier is the workshop where Sotha Seal used Sunara to experiment with his own divine energy. The reservoir located in... No, that's inadvisable. The atelier has defenses. You have no idea what it will do if it marks one of Sotha Seal's apprentices.
You can't stop me if the defenses won't let you in!
Activated. Open that vault and destroy its defenses. Control's responsive now. Open the north vault and destroy its defenses. Final touch is active. Open it and enter the energy reservoir. Range fluctuations ahead. Barbas is manipulating the energy reservoir. Hurry!
I've turned this contrivance into a war machine! Like my new armor? I wanted to wear something special when I kill you! Let me give you a taste of divine power!
Vivec's file is almost here. Seize Sonora, then retrieve Lord Vivec's energy from the reservoir conduit. Lots of interference. Makes it difficult to lock onto a destination. I will go ahead to stabilize the connection.
Such a good and faithful hound. You have done enough for now. you're the mortal who gave my poor dog so much trouble. I suppose we should have a chat, you and I. How dare you discipline my dog? He was only trying to appease his master, and I'd never harm a hair on whatever insignificant creature you hold dear. You, on the other hand, require... Indeed, what ambition! As you can see, Barbas isn't a bad dog. He does get easily excited and overzealous. This little flea thinks it's smart, but my plans are beyond its comprehension. Still, by delaying the inevitable, you caused my associates and I some trouble.
Master!
Quiet, dog! Haven't you... Wait. Who dares intrude upon my lesson?
Found you! Over here! Oh. Clavicus File! This isn't good. I lost you somewhere between the Clockwork City and Vivec. But it was simple enough to trace your energy signature to this Daedric shrine. Unfortunately, some power is interfering with my efforts to open a portal for you. That would be unfortunate for you. Luckily, you have me to assist you. Well, me and Sonora. Expend a small amount of Vivec's energy at the statue.
Begone, meddling wizard!
That actually worked. Well, glad to see you're still alive, Assistant.
Hurry, Outlander. Vivec is nearly spent.
My time draws to a close. Were you successful? So you retrieved my stolen energy. You stopped Barbas. Now, return what is rightfully mine. To quote my 75th exaltation, certainty is the brother of fear. Nothing is certain, but I have confidence you sooner and restore my energy.
Praise Vivec, his energy is restored.
Remarkable. No Ordinator or Armiger could have done any better. You uncovered a Daedric spy in our midst, brought a living god back from the brink of death, and saved all of our... As my next sermon shall proclaim, modesty is the false cloak of a flatterer, or the sincere garment of the humble. Again, you have my gratitude, and that of all my people. Ordinator or... As my next sermon shall proclaim, you have done much for me and for Vardenfell. But as the warrior says, do not think the battle is over when the enemy is dead. The hearts and minds of the people must all... Gratitude is its own reward, I once told the crowds in Ebonheart. But I found that some of my followers appreciate something more tangible. To start, retrieve the Archcanon's signet from the Hall of Wisdom. It is time to appoint a new head priest. I shall gather my people and meet you at my statue on the central canton.
I've been away from my tower for much too long. Hopefully none of my experiments explode in my absence. I do love watching a good explosion. It was a pleasure having you as an assistant. Much better than those so-called hirelings I usually employ.
Who knew what we were getting into when we met at my ancestral tomb, eh, my friend? I'm just sorry that poor Archcanon Tarvus is no longer with us. I mean the real one, not the Daedric Hound. He
To save my people and the land itself, I was forced to sacrifice my brother. Chodala's own pride and ambition brought him down, but the blame falls squarely on Clavicus Vile and his damn hound.
Rejoice. You cursed the darkness with good reason. Now praise the return of the light. The eyes and ears of the warrior poet returns. And just in time for the gathering. Continue to guard it, for it represents not only my loyal servant Tarvis, but also the past and... You have been my eyes and ears in the world. Now be my hands. Within the modest sack resides gifts for my faithful servants. Blessings from me, though I would have you deliver. As I call forth my faithful, reach into the sack and give them the first thing you find. They shall hear my words of praise and gratitude, while it shall be your hand that rewards them. Overseer Shiralas, step forth. Overseer Shiralas, you sacrificed your blessing stones to aid the warrior poet. Well done. Take these recharged stones and finish building my city, after relaxing with your patient wife.
Thank you, Lord Vivec. I shall do as you ask.
Barrels up. Approach. Your knowledge of the mysteries of my brother Sotha Seal and the intricate twists and turns of portal magic were invaluable. Take this, and use it well to further your experiments.
Gemstones, filled with a tiny fraction of divine energy. Amazing and so very generous. With careful tuning, this could improve portal magic 100-fold. Thank you.
Canon Levoul, kneel before me.
Was that... Did Lord Vivec summon me?
Archcanon Tarvis served us well until his death. But when I was most in need of assistance, Canon Levoul rose to the occasion. Now rise once more as Archcanon Levoul.
My lord, I'm not worthy. But I shall endeavor to become so. Thank you. And I can't wait to inform my ancestors.
In every poem, it's the last stanza that holds the most meaning. Once a stranger to our land, now a friend forever. Step forward. You come before me with an empty sack, but have no fear. As I have written, treat your enemies well, and your friends even better. Know that I consider you to be a very good friend. Will you accept the honor I'm about to bestow upon you? Then let it be known that from this moment forth, you shall be called the Champion of Vivec. And along with my thanks, take this modest reward. I foresee even greater achievements in your future. But for now, be content to be the hero of Morrowind. Now go forth and rejoice. The warrior poet shall write of your deeds in story and song, my friend. You will be remembered for your service to Vardenfell. Now go, see the wonders of our great land. There are others who need your help. Of that, I am certain.
Archcanon? I don't think I'll ever get used to that. Still, it's been a grand adventure, hasn't it, my friend? I suppose if I could survive everything that happened, I can certainly...
How much longer do I need to stay here? Social situations have never been my strong suit. I want to get back to my tower and experiment with this wonderful gift Vivec bestowed upon me.
I may not consider him to be a true deity, but Vivec doesn't seem to be an entirely bad sort. I'll be heading back to my tribe soon. I lost my brother to ambition and became the champion of Azora. From that point of view, I suppose I'm doing as well as can be expected. I'll return to the tribes, pick up which... Not directly, but I do have a sense that malignant forces are gathering on the plains of Oblivion. But that could just be the scrib jelly and cheese I ate for lunch. Farewell, Outlander. May the Queen of the Night Sky guide you on your travels.
Me? Among all these fine people? When I received Lord Vivec's summons, I didn't even change my clothes. I feel honored and embarrassed all at once.
A vacation. I don't think Shiralas has taken time off since we got married. I hear Sadanin is beautiful this time of year.